The reason why you wake up stiff and sore is a mystery to most of you, right?
But today we are fixing that because most singers do this one simple thing wrong every single night.
Today, we will show you exactly how to sleep so you wake up with less pain in your back, your neck, your lower back, and actually feel rested in the morning.
And just as important, we will be showing you how not to sleep.
Because the truth is that many people stick to the exact same sleeping habits they've had for decades, not realizing those old positions are now actively pulling their aging spine out of alignment. Then they wonder why they wake up with a headache, why their back is stiff, and why they feel like they got hit by a truck even though they slept a full 8 hours. Welcome back to the Senior Health Podcast, where East meets West to help you age strong, move freely, and stay independent. This episode is not going to waste your time with a bunch of theories, just nice and simple demonstrations. Let's get into it. Doctor, why does the way we lay in bed matter so much after age 60?
John, it matters because sleep is not just about closing your eyes. It is a structural event for your skeleton. If you hold any joint in your body at an extreme unnatural angle for 6 to 8 hours while you are awake, you would be in agonizing pain. But that is exactly what millions of seniors do in bed every single night.
So the stiffness they feel in the morning isn't necessarily arthritis acting up? It's literally an injury from how they slept?
In many cases, yes. It is pure mechanical stress. When your lower back is sagging into the mattress or your neck is kinked on a bad pillow, your muscles cannot turn off. They have to stay tense all night long to protect your spine from damage. By morning, those muscles are exhausted, starved of blood flow, and completely locked up.
That makes total sense. I want to get right into the solutions. But first, I want some engagement from everyone watching. Please pause the video right now and go to the comments. Drop a 1 if you wake up with a stiff neck, or drop a 2 if your lower back locks up on you every morning. We want to know exactly what you are struggling with.
Yes, please share. Because whether it is your neck, your back, or your hips, we are going to fix the alignment today. Let's start with a position that a whole lot of people sleep in, and most of them have no idea it is making their aging spine significantly worse.
Okay, doctor. What is the absolute worst offender when it comes to morning pain?
If you often wake up with a headache, if your neck is so stiff in the morning you can barely turn it left or right, or if your lower back locks up instantly when you stand, you need to pay very close attention to this. A lot of the time, sleeping on your stomach is the reason.
I have patients who swear by stomach sleeping. They say they've done it their whole lives. Why does it suddenly cause so much trouble as we get older?
Take a look at what is actually going on anatomically when you lay flat on your stomach. First, the head. You have got to breathe, right? You cannot bury your face into the mattress, so to get air, your neck is forced to turn completely to one side.
Right, you have to twist your head 90 degrees just to clear your nose and mouth.
Exactly. Now imagine holding that twist for 6, 7, or 8 hours. Look at the severe angle of the cervical spine. One side of the neck is being stretched to its absolute maximum limit. The other side is completely jammed up and compressed. You are squeezing the delicate nerves in your neck all night. One morning, that neck is not going to be happy with you.
I can see why that would cause a headache and a stiff neck. But why does stomach sleeping hurt the lower back so much?
That happens because of gravity. For most of us, our belly is the heaviest part of our body. When you lie on your stomach, that heaviest center of gravity sinks deeply down into the mattress. As the belly sinks, it drags the lower spine with it, creating a big, exaggerated curve.
So instead of the spine resting in a neutral state, it's actually hyperextended all night long?
Precisely. See that arch right there? That arch puts a tremendous crushing load on your lumbar vertebrae all night long, and you are absolutely going to feel it when you get up. And there is one more thing. In this position, Your entire body weight is pressing down on your chest.
Wait, so stomach sleeping affects your breathing too?
Yes, because your weight is on your chest cavity, your lungs cannot fully expand. Your diaphragm is restricted. Your breathing stays very shallow throughout the night, meaning your brain and muscles get less oxygen. That is why you can sleep 8 hours on your stomach and still wake up feeling like you didn't rest at all.
That is a terrible combination for the body. A twisted neck, a crushed lower back, and restricted oxygen. What do you tell a lifelong stomach sleeper who doesn't know how to stop?
I tell them that old habits die hard. You might naturally roll onto your stomach during the night while you are unconscious, and that is okay. But try falling asleep in a different position. Even getting those first 2 or 3 hours in a better supportive position will make a real difference. And I will show you those better positions right now.
Okay, so stomach sleeping is out. Let's move on to the most common sleeping position in the world, side sleeping. Most people assume this is perfectly safe, but they still wake up sore.
Side sleeping is wonderful, but if you get pain in your hip or your outside of your thigh aches when you lie down, or if your lower back is stiff every single morning, or even if you deal with a heartburn and acid reflux, this part is for you. People make a ton of mistakes in this position.
Let's start with the heartburn and acid reflux. Does the side you sleep on actually matter for indigestion?
It matters immensely. First things first, which side should you sleep on? If heartburn or acid reflux is an issue for you, you must try to fall asleep on your left side because your stomach anatomically sits on the left side of your body. When you lie on your left side, the valve between your stomach and your esophagus ends up elevated, sitting above the level of whatever is in your stomach.
Ah, so gravity works in your favor. It makes it physically much harder for that acid to creep back up into your throat.
Exactly. Lie on your right side, and it is the exact opposite. The stomach acid sits right against that valve. It has a very easy path upward. It is a simple thing, but a lot of seniors do not know about it. Now, obviously, if one shoulder or one hip hurts, sleep on the other side so you are not pressing on the sore spot all night. But for digestion, the left side is superior.
All right, left side for heartburn. But what about the pain in the neck and the back? How do we align the body properly on our side?
Let's go through 3 key areas, and for each one, I will show you the wrong way and then the right way. Area 1 is your neck and your pillow. This is where the concept of the Goldilocks pillow comes in. Look at this. 2 pillows are too thick. See how the head is pushed up? The neck is bent at a severe angle. Sleep like that all night and your neck will be screaming at you in the morning.
I also know many people buy these massive fluffy pillows thinking they are luxurious, but it's like sleeping with your head propped up on a textbook.
Exactly. And here, the pillow is way too thin. The head drops down. The neck is kinked in the other direction. It is the exact same problem, just a different angle. The muscles stretch and spasm to protect the spine.
So what does the right way actually look like?
Look at this. This is what you want. The pillow must perfectly fill the space between your shoulder and your head so that your head is basically a straight continuation of your spine. Not too high, not too low, just a straight horizontal line.
But finding a pillow that perfectly matches your exact shoulder width is incredibly difficult. Do you have a trick to fix the height without buying a new pillow?
I do, and it does not cost you a thing. If your pillow isn't quite the right height, grab a regular bath towel, fold it up neatly and slide it directly under the pillow, right on top of the mattress. Need the pillow a little higher. Add a fold to the towel. Is it too high? Take one fold away. You can dial it in perfectly.
That is a brilliant, completely free fix. Okay, we have the neck aligned with the bath towel trick, but my patients who side sleep still complain about lower back pain. Why is that happening if their neck is straight?
That brings us to area 2, your lower back and your waist. John, this is the one crucial detail that almost everybody misses, and it is the biggest reason why people who sleep on their side wake up with a sore lower back.
I'm very curious about this. What is happening at the waist?
Look at the human body. Your shoulders are wide, your hips are wide, but your waist, the space right in between them, is much narrower. When you lie on your side, your shoulder and your hip rest on the mattress, but this whole midsection right here at your waist, it sags downward toward the mattress.
So the spine isn't straight at all. It's dipping in the middle like a sagging bridge.
Exactly. Your lower back hangs like that all night long, pulled completely out of alignment, and by morning it hurts to simply stand up straight. To fix this, take a very thin pillow or take another folded up towel and tuck it right here under your waist, between your ribs and your hip. Just like that.
Wow! The moment you fill that empty space, the lower back is supported. The spine becomes perfectly straight again.
It is a simple fix with a massive payoff. Now we move to area 3, your knees and your hip. If you get pain deep in your hip, on the outside of your thigh, or if it takes you a while to get moving in the morning, listen carefully, because this one is often the missing piece.
What causes that outer hip pain when we sleep on our side?
It is the weight of your top leg. When that top leg just lies there, resting on the bottom leg, its sheer weight pulls your pelvis downward and forward. Your pelvis tilts toward the mattress, and as it tilts, it drags your lower back into a deep twist.
So the lower back is basically being wrung out like a wet towel?
Yes, a slow, continuous twist for 8 hours. Plus, without support, your knees are knocking and pressing hard into each other, and that delicate joint doesn't appreciate it either. So you are getting a double dose of trouble. Extreme strain on the hip and twisting in the lower back.
The solution here has to be the pillow between the knees, right?
It is. Put a firm pillow right between your knees and thighs. Look at the alignment now. The legs are parallel to each other. Because the top leg is propped up, the pelvis stays perfectly level. It does not tilt forward, which means the lower back is no longer twisted. If your hip has been bothering you, try this tonight. A lot of people are truly shocked at how much of a difference this one little thing makes.
So to sum up proper side sleeping, a proper pillow under your head, a thin support under your waist, and a thick pillow between your knees. 3 points of contact, and the body is lined up the way it should be.
Exactly.
Okay, doctor, we've covered the stomach and side sleeping. Let's move on to sleeping on your back. A lot of medical professionals say back sleeping is the best for you, but people still tell me it hurts their lower back.
If your lower back bothers you, especially in the morning, back sleeping might indeed be the absolute best option for your spine. If the first few minutes after getting up, you just can't straighten out, or if you get that stiff, locked up feeling all along your spine, the back position can fix it, but only if you do it the right way.
What is the first big mistake back sleepers make?
We start at the neck again. Look here, the pillow is too thick. See how the head is pushed drastically forward. The chin is literally jammed into the chest.
It looks exactly like the posture people have when they are staring down at their smartphones all day.
That is the perfect comparison. It is basically like spending 6 hours staring straight down at your phone. Your neck muscles have to work overtime to stabilize that unnatural forward curve, and you are going to know about it in the morning. And here the pillow is too thin. The head drops completely back. The neck overextends. You can easily wake up with sharp pain in your neck and a headache at the back of your head.
How do we find that perfect middle ground for back sleeping?
What you want is right in between. The pillow supports your neck, but allows your face to point straight up at the ceiling. Not tilted forward, not falling backward. Here is a quick tip. Roll up a small hand towel and slide it inside the lower part of your pillowcase, right where your neck sits. that gives you firm, custom support exactly where your cervical spine curves. You will feel the difference right away.
That's a great trick. But let's talk about the lower back. This is the biggest complaint I hear. They lay flat, looking at the ceiling, but their lower back is killing them. Why?
Because of the legs. When you lie flat on your back with your legs fully extended and straight, you create a massive gap under your lower back. You could probably slide your entire hand in there. That happens because when the legs are straight, the heavy muscles on the front of your thigh pull tight. They pull on your pelvis, tilting it, and that creates an exaggerated, painful arch in your lower back.
Spend a whole night with your pelvis pulling your spine out of alignment, and your lower back is going to ache terribly. How do we fix it?
Watch what happens. I take a fluffy pillow or a rolled-up blanket and place it directly under the knees. Just like that. See what changed? The knees are slightly bent now. Those tight thigh muscles instantly relax. The tension on the pelvis disappears, and the lower back drops softly and fully down toward the mattress.
The gap is completely gone. The lumbar curve is natural now, resting completely supported by the bed. It takes 5 seconds to set up.
And if you have been waking up with lower back pain, this might be exactly what you have been missing. A lot of people who try this for the first time come back and say, "Why did nobody ever tell me this before?" Well, now you know. Use it.
And what about the shoulders?
If you have a sore shoulder, do not put your arm up behind your head, and do not let it just lie flat along your body. Both of those positions create tension in the joint. Instead, set a small, soft pillow next to your body and rest your arm on it. So, the arm is slightly elevated, resting in a natural, open position. The elbow is a little bit away from your body, and your hand is resting on the pillow. The shoulder is unloaded, and you will notice the relief right away.
Doctor, we fixed the sleep geometry, but I know you have a few simple pre-bedtime tips that help prepare the body for rest before we even turn the lights out.
Yes, tip number 1 is what I call the 3-point check. You must do this every night before you turn off the light.
How does the 3-point check work?
Right before you close your eyes, take 3 seconds to do a quick mental scan. Ask yourself, is my neck supported? Is my lower back not sagging? Are my knees in the right spot? 3 seconds is all it takes to know everything is where it should be. Make it a habit, and your body will thank you for it.
I love that. It brings mindfulness to how we sleep. What is your next tip for our pre-sleep routine?
Tip number 2 is a simple, gentle stretch for your lower back that you do right in bed before you get into your sleeping position. Lie flat on your back. Slowly pull both of your knees up toward your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees and gently rock your body side to side.
Just a gentle rolling motion on the mattress?
Yes, rock side to side for 30 seconds to a minute. That is it. This incredibly simple movement gently massages and loosens up the muscles in your lower back. It physically releases the tension and compression that built up during the day. Do this every night before you get into bed. Give it a week, and you will notice how much easier it is to fall asleep and how much better your back feels in the morning.
That sounds like it feels amazing, and I assume your final tip has to do with what we put in our bodies before bed.
You are right. Tip number 3 is strictly about digestion. Do not eat a heavy meal within 2 hours of bedtime. A full, heavy stomach makes every single sleeping position uncomfortable, especially on your side or your back.
Does a full stomach actually affect our joints and muscles?
It restricts your diaphragm, making it significantly harder to breathe, and pretty much guarantees a night of heartburn. Always finish eating 2 hours before you lie down.
So let's recap quickly. Try to avoid stomach sleeping entirely. For side sleepers, put a towel under your waist and a pillow between your knees. And for back sleepers, always keep a pillow under your knees.
Perfect. Try just one of these adjustments tonight. Tomorrow morning you will feel the difference.
And if this helped, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who always wakes up sore. Sleeping without pain isn't a luxury. It's something everyone can get back. And make sure to watch this next episode.
Oh, this is a good one. People should see
People should
this.
definitely watch. See you there.